everyone. It's My Money Lady, Patrina Dixon. Our episode today will be about income. Income is the ability for you to earn money in exchange for work or services. Some of you may be receiving allowance or income for chores or helping out around the house. Some of those services may include cutting the grass, carrying groceries, doing laundry, or even babysitting. The money you receive in exchange for the services you provide is called income. One way to maximize your income is to evaluate your strengths and skill set. Simply think about things you enjoy doing for services people need, and those ideas may be ways you can earn income. It's really easy. The truth is, you can turn just about anything into a profitable service with the right plan. Your plan should include how you can earn income now and how you can earn it in the future. Some people earn money independently by owning their own ideas, business, or products. Other people earn money by working as an employee for another person or company. Once you start earning income, there are simple ways to increase your income, such as working more hours or gaining new knowledge or additional skills to help you excel. The key is to have a combination of education and skills. Your level of education and skill set may determine the level of income you receive, meaning when you know more, you can charge more. Today, I have one of my paid interns here with me, Mr. Jaden Monroe. Welcome, Jaden.
Thank you, Patrina. How are you?
I'm well. So tell our viewers a little bit about Mr. Jaden Monroe.
I'm Jaden Monroe. I'm 18. I was a student at Port Richmond High School, graduated from that, and I'm interested in sports, and I want to pursue a career in sports management.
All right, great. So, Jaden, this whole segment is about income. How long have you been earning your own income?
I would say I've been earning my own income since I was at age 15.
Age 15, wow.
Yes,
So that's been a little while. So tell us a little bit about that.
In New York, they have programs called summer youth programs where they allow youth such as 15, 16, all the way up into 22 to make a certain amount of income during the summer.
Great. So, and now since you've been here up in this area,
Yes.
Where are you working now earning your income?
I'm working for It's My Money.
Yeah, you love that.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about, earning your income is one thing. How has that made you feel when you had your own money, when you're going out making your own money, having your own money? What does that do for you?
What it does for me, it makes me feel more independent. It makes me feel more responsible because I'm earning my own income and I don't have to depend on anybody else to help me.
I love it. I love it. So you worked in New York doing what you did there, and now you're working here. How do those two work experiences compare when you were younger, so under 18, and now over 18?
They were a little different because It's My Money is a little different than the summer youth program. The summer youth programs, they will have you work in different places. For example, when I was 15, I was working for a housing agency. But when I was 16 or 17, I was working for summer youth camps.
Oh, okay, great. So now, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that. So you were working for It's My Money.
Yes,
and I have to ask you, because with every paycheck in his pay stub, he gets a budgeted envelope. So tell us, how have you incorporated budgeting in with your income?
I incorporate budgeting into my income. I use the budget envelope system to budget my money. I use the budget envelope system specifically to budget my church money that I use towards the church. And then sometimes I use my budget envelope for outside of church reasons.
For outside, is there one specific item that you needed help with cutting back spending on from your non-church stuff?
Yes, that is food. Food is a major thing that I spend my money on. So.
And that's I find in a lot of the young people I talk to your age, I find that is one that folks commonly do. I actually met a young man that lives right here in town that was spending a lot of his money on Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah.
So I told him, you don't have to not have Buffalo Wild Wings, but maybe not spend your whole check on Buffalo Wild Wings. So how have you used the envelope to cut back? Like, how much do you think you were spending, and how about how much you're spending now, either in percentage or actual dollar amounts?
I know in New York, I spent a lot of money on food because when you're coming out of school, there's a lot of delis, even before school. So say I was traveling late, I would stop at the deli. Since I'm already late, I might as well get something to eat. That caused a lot of money, especially when you spend 2 times in a day, before school and after school. So in New York, I would say I would spend about like $20 a day on food.
This young man can eat, guys. You heard that? $20 a day at deli, and that you said that was before school?
Yeah, before and after.
Oh, okay, got it. So now, how have you curbed your food spending using the budget envelope?
I use the budget envelope, so I put a specific amount inside the budget envelope. So once I use that much money for the food, I can't spend no more money on food.
Until you get paid again.
Yes, until I get paid again.
Love that. So, and I love that you're using an example that is actually something that probably a lot of people your age can relate to, because not everybody have the same things that they spend a lot of money on. But again, food seems to be one that's really common. So if that's one that you're spending a lot of your income on, you can definitely, again, still spend money on food, but maybe cut back on some of the money you're spending on food so that you can save a little bit in other ways. So anything that you want to share with the listeners about, again, overall income and making income and how you've made your choices for making the money that you make, and how have you, in the budgeting, what that's done for you?
I would say making your own income makes you feel good and makes you feel independent, as I keep stating, but it really does make you feel independent, and it gives you a sense of joy and entitlement to yourself.
Yeah, great. And before you were working with It's My Money, were you also budgeting, or you, from the time you worked in New York until you came to work for It's My Money, how long have you been working with me? I don't even remember what month you started.
Started July.
In July. So
yes.
Before that period, had you start budgeting before then, or did that start once you started working for It's My Money?
Unfortunately, I did not start budgeting until I started working for It's My Money. As I said, most of my money went into food, but food wasn't the only thing I spent my money on. So it was food, video games, shopping for my own clothes, getting my own school supplies and stuff like that.
Okay. So I heard you say video games. You slid that one in there. So
yes.
Now that you're making money more, I'm assuming your income has increased.
Yes.
So with that, you're not doing the video games and other things, or is it just that food was the thing that you had a hard time with?
I should say I stopped spending money on video games because I realized I didn't have to spend so much money on video games. So once I purchased a video game, I didn't spend no more money on a video game. So I would say food was the main thing.
Okay, so I love having you working for It's My Money. It's been a pleasure. You've been a wonderful asset to the team. But what's your long-term goal for earning income?
My long-term goal is go to college, either go to a community college and transfer into a state college, or go straight to state college for 4 years and get my major in sports management, because I want to be a sports agent. But not only a sports agent, so a fallback plan would be like, if I can't be a sports agent, I could be a sports statistician, or I could be commentator in sports.
So you like, what is your favorite sport? Like, why sports agent? First, tell me what's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport is a tie between basketball and football. I have love for both of the sports, but I would say I lean more towards basketball.
So, and what's your favorite team?
My favorite team is the Boston Celtics. Anything Boston or New England, that's me.
Okay, so in football it would be
is the Patriots.
Okay.
Baseball is Red Sox, and hockey is Bruins.
Okay, and and for those of you watching, he did say he was from New York, so I don't understand that, but that's another segment.
Yeah.
But okay, so sports manager, so anything in the sports arena, pretty much you're saying,
yes.
Either sports agent, commentator,
yes.
Yeah, and in that realm, like what are you doing, or what would your steps you will take to earn income in those various different fields?
I would like be sports agent the most, because I get to deal with the players directly, and I get to deal with the teams directly. So any deal that goes between them two would have to come through me. If the sports player wants a shoe endorsement with McDonald's, any type of thing like that, have to come through me, so I like that.
So it sounds like he helping to negotiate the income of the players.
Yes.
That's what you're saying,
yes.
in addition to yours.
Yes.
Okay, love that. So that's great aspiration. So I know that I met a couple sports agents that I'm connecting you with. So I'm looking forward to see what comes of that. So tell me, I have to ask you watch the show Ballers that have the sports agent there?
No, I haven't watched it yet. She's been trying to get me to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet.
No, I think that's a great show. One, because it shows different things that those athletes go through, but as well as the agents that are representing them. So I think that's really good. And I think the last one, if I'm not mistaken, he actually now is becoming an owner of a team, which is really interesting. Do you have future aspiration for ownership of team?
Yes, but it would take a long time, because owning a team costs a lot of money, but it's not just that. It takes a lot. It's like a stressful part of the business. But yeah, I would say I would want to do that in the future.
Yeah, so be intentional. Like, if that's a goal, put it on your vision board. I don't know if you do vision boards, but you know, nothing's impossible. So
Yes.
you just have to have plans, like we talked about earlier, to get to where you want to go. So that's really good. And so, as a part of your budgeting, do you also save to go towards some of the things that you're talking about, like your college aspirations?
I haven't been saving yet because it's been a little hard, but I will. I have tried to save.
Yes.
So I will start saving soon.
All right, great. So, you know, I'm going to end this segment soon, so he doesn't want to increase his income working at It's My Money. No, but this has been great, Jaden. I love that you've been working since you were 15 years old, and taking
Yes.
advantage of the programs that New York had to offer, and that you came to be a part of the It's My Money team. Again, you've been a great asset to the team.
Thank you.
And I look forward to being a part of your future endeavors.
Thank you. I love being a part of it. It's My Money team. Thank you.
Yeah, so well, thank you for being on the It's My Money show, and thank you for watching another episode of It's My Money with your favorite finance coach, the It's My Money lady, Patrina Dixon. Have a great evening.